Hello everybody, Future Drew here. Stick around to the end of the video to see who won the 800 subscriber giveaway. Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. I've got 16 orders going out today, great weekend of sales, but it wasn't until late last night, and I'll explain what I did to bump up my sales. It unfortunately works very well. I hate it, but it works. But it's Monday, so you know that it's time for...
What's that worth?
And today on...
What's that worth?
Is a blast from the past. Picked this up at Goodwill the other day. Was in there, 15 minutes maybe. My Goodwill is basically a ghost town. But I spotted this from about 30 feet away and grabbed that immediately. And it had batteries in it. Hopefully not too corroded or corroded at all. But I was able to test it on the spot. Play a couple rounds, show off my skills. But this is a Bop It, the original Bop It. There's also one called, I think, Bop It Extreme, which is the second one. Also worth picking up. Definitely, this is a bolo, as they say. And unfortunately, I have been saying now too. I don't know why. I had something against it because be on the lookout. You're on the lookout for everything. But I get it. It's a bolo. It's fun to say. This one you will find. I guess that was my problem always with bolos as I go off in a tangent, which I tend to do. People would say bolo about something that I'll never see. I'll never find it. It's a rarity, so it's not a bolo. Don't be on the lookout for that. You'll waste your time. But this, I have sold a couple of them. This is probably my third or fourth. So you will find these all the time. At garage sales, at Goodwill. People don't know they're worth anything, but a Bop It. So, what's this worth? And of course, Price is Right rules. If you go over, you're disqualified. Had that happen to a couple people who basically nailed it off by a couple cents, but you went over. Those are the rules. I picked them. That's how we're playing. Pause the video, drop your comment, win yourself some Tip of the Mitt Flips merch. First thing going out, it's a book, Shepherd of the Hills, right here. And this was actually purchased, quote unquote. Today's Monday. It was like last Wednesday or something, and then they paid for it over the weekend. So that was actually a bit of a surprise. $14 free shipping. Took an offer. Next up, either on sale, sent an offer, something like that. It's been a while since this one was sold. A3, lot of 2 Kodak projector slide rotating ring thingy mabobs that you put your slides in. Carousel, that is the word I'm looking for. Carousel slide tray. They are different, but the same. Same. Yeah, you can see the boxes are different, but these are exactly the same. They're the same model that goes in the same unit, that kind of thing. So I lot them together. $12.59 plus shipping. And hopefully these fit in a number 7. And they will. That is fabulous news. That means that is an easy pack. Next up, it's some books. Goosebumps, lot of 3 right here. The reason I lotted these 3 up is because this one was worth selling by itself, but these 2 were not. So I said, okay, let's take a desirable one, put it with 2 less desirable ones, and get $19.99 free shipping. This one bummed me out a little bit to get rid of, because as a child, I probably read this 20 times. It was my favorite. Actually, I take that back. There's one where the kid gets sucked into like his favorite comic book world. That one's my favorite, but I think it's only because they had a Goosebumps the Show episode that went with it. I think that's why. $19.99 free shipping. And then this one, I took an extreme offer because it had to go. It is on A5 Corningware, cornflower blue, a lot of 3 casserole dishes. And you see the Goodwill sticker still on there. This was back when I had an excess. You can see it's been there a bit with how much dust is in here. I'll clean that out, of course. I had an excess of Corningware and Pyrex and all kinds of stuff, and it just needed to get listed so it could be gone. And so I did something I would never do again, and I took a picture of this side knowing that later I would have to clean this sticker off. It's silly because now present Drew is mad at past Drew because I got to waste time taking that sticker off. It was dumb. Don't do that. Do things in the order you should do them in. But $12 plus shipping for the 3 of those. As you can see, I paid $3 for this one. So even if it was 3, 3, and 2, not making any money. Not worth the time. These used to be my bread and butter. There are so many things that changed very quickly in the time I started eBay till now, which is not an extreme amount of time, only a few years. Stuff that I could make decent money on and good sell-through. When everything got shut down, markets got flooded in certain categories, and home goods, I swear, had to be number one. Maybe clothes. I don't deal in clothes, so I'm not sure. But home goods flooded because you're at home. You're looking around your own kitchen for things to sell. Home goods, flooded. So $12 plus shipping, total waste of my time. Next up, speaking of waste of time, C1 is a lot of John Wayne VHS tape. A big old set. Some of them are a set that go together. Some are just some extras. But $9.99 free shipping. I got those for free. It's probably still going to cost. I'm gonna lose money. There's no way I'm making any money. The shipping won't cost $9.99, but after fees and my time and effort, I'm 100% losing money. I will be using a recycled box, but if I paid for the box, losing money. And how this one happened, at some point I went back through my store and I adjusted shipping. All my first class stuff, I switched to free shipping, adjusted the prices. All my medium mail, I switched to free shipping, and I must have not adjusted the price on this one specifically. So, mistake on my part turns into, first off, a good deal for whoever bought it. Second off, a loss of dollars for me. So, whatever. Is what it is, as they say. Next up, sent out an offer. HP, it's a J9 something, this thingy here. whatever this is. It's some type of modem, whatever, but I'm not going to get it out right now. I have 2 of them. These were gifted to me, so $24.99 for that, plus shipping is cool beans. And it looks like the shipping, it seems a little extravagant, so maybe when I listed those, I'll go back and check the shipping, so maybe I can also unload that other one. Next up is a game, Namco Museum something or other. Don't know what this is. Guess Jen was eating her lunch over here. Here we go. PlayStation 2. Namco Greatest Hits. So you got Pac-Man and Dig Dug. Okay, so that's some pretty good stuff. I would never play a classic game like that on a PlayStation. I'm going to bust out the PlayStation. I'm going to play a PlayStation game. $10.79 free shipping. And then next up, the Never Ending Story VHS clamshell, the black clamshell, original printing, and I got $20 free shipping. I listed it $29.99. I paid a quarter, and it sold within the first 10-12 hours. So 25 cents into $20. With that kind of a turnover rate, I'm going to accept that offer every time. So $20 free shipping, I'm pleased. Because I could have held out for the $29.99 or $24.99. It could have taken another 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, waiting for a person willing to pay up on that. Not what I'm into. Let's get me some dollars in my pocket. Next up, B3A is 2 vintage Kohler, I think it was. Yes, Kohler, kind of going off memory there. But they're wood grain and white and black. They're like, I don't know, hot and cold faucet caps of some kind. I don't know what kind they clip into, but those right there had an offer of $20. And that time I actually declined it because I remember that being something that was only like 3 listings, brand new. They were very expensive. So I had them listed for $39.99. The next day, someone paid full price, $39.99 free shipping for these. I paid, I think, $3 at Salvation Army, maybe $4 for the set. Next up is a game, Sid Meier's Civilization, which I think is disc only. Here we go. Sid Meier's Civilization. This is disc 1, but there's 2 discs. Is there 2 discs in here? Fabulous camera work I got going on. That's disc 1. And there is 2 discs, so let me get the second disc. Ah, I see it. It's kind of like odd, stuck in here somewhere. It's a different case. There we go. There's the second one. Glad I found it before I tried to ship it. But $5.39 free shipping. That cannot go media mail. So depending on where it's going, I'll make a few cents. Next up, it's a book. Gene Wolfe, Soldier in the Mist. This one also was in that nerd lot I'd picked up a long time ago. Well, last summer. And those are just... there was a whole bunch that sold quickly at the beginning. And then lately, they've all been selling. I mean, I've only got, I think, the quick look, 2 of them left out of... It was 25 books, I think, something like that. But $11.99 free shipping. It's just very weird that originally, a bunch of them sold, and now in the last 2 weeks, a bunch of them have been selling a year later. $11.99 free shipping. And then next up, Car 9 is a lot of vintage diecast right here. And these were ones that weren't worth a lot, or they were unbranded, and so I lotted them together. That specific lot was unbranded. 10 of them in total. $8.99 free shipping. Next up, B5 is 4 Libby glass boot mugs right here. Grab the 2 and then make another trip so I don't break nothing. And I remember specifically with these that Google Lens was how I found them. Took a quick little picture with Google Lens. Boom, found out they were worth picking up. And for the set of 4, $25.19 plus shipping. Next up, sent out an offer, counter offer, took an offer, one of those combinations. It is a Newmark X6. See if I remember where I put it, which I don't, clearly, because I'm circling around. But it's this right here. And actually, I can go ahead and grab that. But it's this mixing board. I almost kept it. It didn't have a power supply, but I still got $100 plus shipping. I think I had it listed for $124.99, which they must have made the offer because it's $100 even. I would have done $99.99. Next up is a vintage applique bread napkin, bun napkin type of thing. And it's in here with the rest of the linens I listed in the same day. That linen lot I picked up, which for that single napkin, $8 free shipping. I think I had it listed $9.99, took an offer. But with all those linens I had picked up, nothing was a home run. Nothing was tons of money. But I learned a lot in the experience, and I spent like under $2 for all of them. The learning experience was worth it, and I'm still gonna make some money. I'm not saying I lost money, but there was nothing where I was like, oh wow, I gotta get me more of these. They were basically all misses. And then last thing, C5 is a vintage looking Mead Trapper Keeper, which unfortunately I picked this up. I thought it was vintage, and then it turns out that recently Trapper Keeper has started producing, Mead has started producing Trapper Keepers again and making them look vintage, so that you could have bought this new at Walmart this year. Actually, that's how I found out, because in the discount section there was a pile of those at Walmart in the clearance section like 6 months ago. So that was unfortunate, but I still got $14.39 plus shipping. So they paid more than this would have cost to just order it off Walmart.com. So, you know, maybe I'm good at this. Who knows? Okay, so already up to 830 subscribers, so very cool. But let's get that giveaway going for the 800th subscriber giveaway. Copied the URL into random YouTube comment picker. Was it commentpicker.com? There we go. Filter duplicates. Get YouTube comments. Doesn't normally take this long. 28 unique comments. All right, so best of luck to everybody. Brian Footit. Comment is, great job. Brian, thank you. I do think I do a great job. So go ahead. I'll reach out to you through the messages. Either join the Facebook group in the description and personal message me, or you can reach out to me through Instagram, Tip of the Mitt Flips. Either way, somehow we'll reach out to each other and figure it out. But Brian, congrats. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching. And like I mentioned before, the thing I did, which I despise that it works, but it definitely worked. Because I had, I think, 2 sales Saturday afternoon. So that's Friday morning through Saturday afternoon. I think I had 2 sales. And so I went through, and it's coming up on the end of the month. I think there's 3 more days in the month, something like that. And I did this last month where I ended my items and sell similar, which if you don't have free listings available, I still wouldn't do it, even though it 100% works. Because what I did, I don't know, 600 items, ended them in groups of 100, just in case something happens, it's not as extreme. I just can't imagine what I would do if 100 of my listings just disappeared. So it's little bit nerve-wracking, even though I've never had a problem, because you're ending listings, you're deleting listings, stuff like that. So ended about 600 listings, did sell similar on all of them, and then I ran a 10% sale on my max, which is I can only do 500 items. Did a 10% sale on 500 items. Immediately, few sales came in. Immediately. Soon as it went through, sales. Then what happens is you get flooded with a bunch of chances to send offers to watchers. And so for all of Sunday, constantly on the phone, send offer, send offer, send offer, send offer, send offer, which resulted in a fantastic sales weekend. Some decent money, got unloaded some stuff that, you know, I would never list again. Unload that, unload this pile here, get rid of these, you know, that kind of thing. I don't mind when that happens too, when I unload something that I would never buy again. Also, I was taking and sending extreme offers on things that I did not want in my store anymore. Again, stuff that I would never buy again. That stuff can just go. Because the next step from here is it gets pulled out and donated, which is a complete loss. So whatever people are willing to pay on those things is still better than a total goose egg or negative dollars because I paid for them. So unfortunately, it does work. I don't like it because it messes up my organizational system of how long things have been in my store, but I have few enough items that I can still kind of remember. Half the time I can tell by the picture because my pictures get better as I go. My lighting used to be real bad. I have only like 2 or 3 left, but some of my very old items, if you notice, they'll have a green background. And what it was is I used to just use tissue paper. I had a thing of tissue paper, and wherever I was happened to take pictures, wherever I could find a place to take pictures, pull out a piece of tissue paper, throw it down, and I would take my pictures. And then after it would get a little wore out or nasty, I just throw it away because it's a piece of tissue paper. But I had a pack of like multicolor. So it was whatever random color I picked out that day. So those ones are very old. So if you are struggling to get sales, it does work. It 100% works. It's not a rumor. It's not specific for some people or others. It works because it puts more eyes on your items. And if it doesn't work, you got bad items. Because even my bad items were selling. So it does work. Sales slow. Give it a shot. I don't like that it works because now I have to do it. I have to put it in my rotation. I might start doing it bi-monthly? Bi-weekly? When it's every 2 weeks. Bi-monthly because it's twice a month, but wouldn't that be every 2 months? Bi-weekly would be every other week. I don't know. Every 2 weeks I might start doing it instead of once a month. See if it drums up some more stuff. But on the other hand, as long as my sales are consistent enough that I don't have to do it, I'll pass. And this beginning of this month was fantastic. So I would never think to do it if my sales are fantastic. I don't need to get more and more and more and more and more. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and I won't say who it was because it doesn't matter. But it's just constant. Like, if you're not scaling, you're failing. If you're not going bigger, you gotta have more and more and more. If you can't, you gotta get employees. You gotta get a warehouse. You gotta get a second shed. No, you don't have to do any of that. You gotta run your business how you want to run your business. If your business is a failure, well, that's your fault and you should have done better. But you don't have to do it that way. Everyone's success should be judged by the individual person, or what you count as success should only be dictated by what you think is success, not what somebody else tells you it is. I don't need employees. I don't want employees. I don't like other people. I like you people, But I don't like other people. I don't want people in this is my home. This is my garage. I don't want other people here. I don't trust other people enough to have employees. I've had employees. It's not enjoyable. They're not going to do the work to the level that you would do your work. Not going to happen. But if you try that, let me know how it went. Maybe it was just a one-off. I've done it before, and it always tends to work. But this one, it was definite. I had nothing. Just crickets, and then sales. Just kept popping up. And now for the results of What's That Worth? And for this, vintage, bop it, pull it, twist it, bop it. Which I paid $4.99 at Goodwill. See if I can get a quick. If you know, you know. That was hours and hours of fun at my house. I think my sister got it for Christmas. And because it's competitive, we played a lot. But for this, bop it. Not sure what year these came out, but they produced them for a while still. But either way, for this, $24.99 free shipping. You know, that's not crazy money, but if you get this for $5 and you flip it for $24.99 free shipping, which I won't do free shipping. This is, I think, over first class. So it's still, I'm gonna make 15 bucks on this, and they sell quickly. Their sell-through rate is great. And then the Bop It Extreme, which I'll force myself to do it. I'll put a picture here. Look out for those, because those you actually, even though it's the second one, you get $34.99 free shipping. So even better on those ones. But I've never come across one of those. So I think they're a little more rare, therefore the higher price. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.